Hello Scouts! I'm so excited to be doing this session of yogging with you. So I'm going to show you what yogging is. It's basically a fusion of yoga and jogging. So we're going to get our blood pumping. I know you'll be doing this at 8 o'clock in the morning, so before your breakfast. So I don't know how much energy you're going to have, but hopefully you'll have woken up after a great night's sleep and you're ready for doing some serious movement with me. And I think you're going to enjoy it. So let's get going. So I'm showing you, I'm on just a rug here and the grass. Ideally you want to be outside doing this. So yogging is made for doing yoga outdoors. The idea is that you sort of generate enough heat in your body by doing the jogging that you can do the yoga part in whatever weather, even snow. So hopefully we won't get snow tomorrow when you'll be doing this. I'm filming this the night before. And I'm actually drenched because I've been doing yogging on the beach tonight, and I've actually went into the sea for a dip afterwards because we got so hot. So hopefully you will also generate a bit of heat, because I can imagine at 8 o'clock in the morning that it's going to be a bit chilly, especially if you've been in a tent. Okay, so hands and knees. We're going to start off on our hands and knees, and just get your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and just move your spine. So we're going arching like a cat, dipping like a cow. This is what you call the cat cows. So we arch and we dip. Arch and dip. So try and do it with the breath. So you inhale as you look up and dip. Exhale, rounding and arching. Really press the spine to the sky. Okay, keep going. So you're just aiming on really generating a lovely flexible spine like that just before we start. Okay, great. Keep that going. Stretching out the neck, collarbones pushing forwards. Okay, now, if at any point, by the way, that you feel a little bit it's too difficult or too fast paced, you can just drop to your hands and knees and come into this position. And you can even push back and relax here if anything gets a bit much, because we're all at different stages on the yoga journey and different levels. So just tuck your toes under and lift the hips. Now we're in the downward facing dog. So one knee bends, then the other knee bends. So you're aiming for 2 straight lines, meeting in the middle of the hips. Imagine your tailbone pointing high to the sky, and you're just aiming for a lovely flat back. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the ground, that's not as important. You can actually have a little bend. It's important to have a flat back. So you're aiming to have chest to thighs, pushing your heels down now. We'll keep a bit still. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And we're going to move into a plank. So from here, everyone knows about planking, don't they? How good it is for you. So just get into a lovely plank, push your heels back. Send up the energy into your center line. So from here, you're going to lift into the down dog again, and then back down. It's much easier on grass if you are outside. So I don't know if it's going to be raining or not when you're doing this, but hopefully you can get outside and do it on the grass. I'm actually going to go onto the grass now. So down dog to plank. Down dog to plank. So just keep that going again with the breath. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Keep that flow going. So you're generating this movement from your core. If at any point, don't forget, you can come down to your hands and knees or push back like this. But if you can, keep going. Down dog to plank. We call the plank Kumbhakasana in yoga. Now we're going to hold this plank for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Because this isn't yoga, it's yogging, we're generating some heat. Bring the right leg in and back, the left leg up and back. So from the front, this is what it looks like. Right leg and this one. So in yoga we call this position with the knee down the dragon. So we'll call these dragon steps. So keep going, dragon steps, and if you're feeling really full of energy, you might want to get a jump in. So I'll just demonstrate what that looks like. So you go jump, 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 jump. Okay? So you can do whatever you want, stepping, And you should be feeling this in your shoulders now. Stepping. So normal yoga, you would just pause and rest, but oh no, yogging, it's all about movement. So here we go. Keep going. Now, I don't know if there's a badge for doing the splits, but this is the point. If you are flexible, you might want to show off. So we'll take your left foot forwards, drop down into the dragon. So everybody can hopefully do this stage. So we're here, sway a little bit gently with your body. We're just waking up. Don't forget, generating some blood flow around the body. If you're able to, take elbows to the floor. You might want to angle the left foot out to about 11 o'clock. Lovely. Now holding it there. The back foot can just rest on the top of the foot. And this is the point. If you feel able to, you might want to creep this left foot forwards, and all the way. So just whatever stage you're at on the journey, it does not matter if you cannot do the splits, because hardly anybody can, but it does take practice. So just come back with this leg, drag it back. It's fun to have a go at things though, isn't it? So swap sides. So your right foot is at 1 o'clock, elbows down. You might stay high, it's up to you. We're just having a bit of a pause moment here. Elbows come down, and then keep this right foot forwards, until you get down to the floor. You might want to just pause there. If you're feeling warm and up enough, okay? Bring this leg back. And we're going straight down onto our tummy. So I'll come a bit closer for this one. So onto our tummies. Starting off with a little sphinx, so elbows out front, spreading out the palms, laying them down, and then press through the elbows, press the hips down, and just gaze ahead. So imagine a thread pulling you up through the crown, and this should feel lovely in your upper back, your thoracic spine there. Ooh, nice. Okay, just bowing forwards, hands come either side of your head, lift and lower. Lift and low. It doesn't have to be high. You're purely using your lower back muscles. Lift and lower. Keep going. Okay, and this is Cobra-esque, so it's a little bit different to do the pulses, but this is just to warm our back muscles up. Really squeeze the glutes to enable you to protect your lower back, and then we'll go for a Cobra because we're nice and warmed up. Hands can come behind back. Press the tops of the feet into the ground and drive your knuckles towards the heels as you gaze ahead. Cobra. Okay, push down into the ground and just push back and release any tension that might have generated, just pushing back into a lovely child's pose, we call this one. So you've got your bottom over the heels and your arms stretched out forwards. Lovely. Then just come back onto your front again, reach round for the feet, keep the head out of it so you're not straining your neck or anything, and just lift, little movements, tiny. We're all at different stages of this journey, lifting the thighs off, kicking the feet into the hands. You can actually bring the foot to flex to make it a bit more of a hook, so you go up and down, up and down. So don't just go straight into a big one, just warm up. And then when you're feeling ready, you might want to just readjust your position and we lift. So your hips, you're balancing on your hip bones. You can actually rock if you want to. Just be gentle with your body, no sudden movements, and always be in control. So just open the knees wide, cross the big toes, and then just nestle back down into a child's pose. And just rest for one breath. Nice big breath. Okay, all fours again, tuck the toes under and lift the hips. Downward dog. Just walk your hands all the way, rounding up. Let the head be the last thing to come up. Okay, so we're standing now. Palms out, face, toes touching, heels slightly apart. We're here in the mountain pose. So just looking up, looking down, looking up, walking down, left, right, left, right, and a nice big juicy circle all the way, each way, nice and slow. Great. And then bring your arms nice and high, with level with your shoulders, and we're just going to swing the leg up this way, back down, up the other way. It's a bit like a dance. So you do see footballers doing this on the pitch, I think, quite a lot. So just swinging your foot towards your hand. Flex the foot so that your hamstrings are getting a good stretch. That's it. So, motto, always being prepared. Just want to say at this point that yoga is excellent for the body, and it really helps you be prepared for any injury. So a lot of sports people do yoga to aid injury prevention, and it prepares your body and mind. This yoga is the fusion of the body and the mind, the yoking together of the body and the mind, and we use the breath to do that. It's the tool, and I just think it does fit in rather well with Scout. So I hope this may, if you haven't done yoga before, generate a lot of interest in yoga. It's excellent for your body. Okay, stop that. We'll go nice and wide with the feet. So angle the feet out to diagonals. Bring your hands into prayer position and just sink down and up. It's a bit like a wide squat. So we go down and up. Really, really stick straight spine. Down and up. This certainly will get you ready for a gorgeous, massive breakfast. So down and up. There we go. So now we're going to stay down. It's challenging. Make sure you've got your feet in the right position. Now don't tip forwards. Keep nice and straight. Imagining pushing you back against a wall. Bring your hands up to behind your ears or behind your head, and we're just going to take your elbow to the knee. Elbow to the knee. Elbow. That's it. So go into the middle. Pause. The other side. So you get your nice little stretch. Okay. Just do a couple more. Down. It doesn't matter if you don't touch the knee. Just sort of, I think it's nicer actually if you don't. So down, centre, down, centre. Keep going. If you've prepped up a bit, sink down deeper. Try not to let yourself come up. Okay. 2 more each side. 1 and 2. Ooh, lovely. Okay, good. Now a few pulses. Excellent. Bring your hands back into prayer position. Lovely. Straighten the legs, and we're just going to bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and just bring the chest down to the ground, really straight back. And you might want to bring your feet parallel to each other again, so they're straight and the arms come over the head. Stick straight legs. If you go wider, you might be able to touch the floor with your head. So from here, walk your hands out, let your feet flip out like frog's feet to each side, drop to the knees, come down to the arms, and gently press back. So this should be a really nice stretch for your hips. Lovely. Just gentle pulses back, pressing into the ground, and back. All the way, I'm afraid to say, into our sort of squat position. So you can just shake out the hips, one leg bends, then the other leg bends, one leg bends, and the other leg bends. Okay, ready for the next challenge. So we're just going to take elbow to knee and reach. Okay, center. And then we're just going to go elbow to the knee, reach. So you just keep swapping, center, around to the other side, center. So you might like to do that with arms out like this, and then your arms are ready. Arms out. We'll pause in the middle, so we're sinking deeper, don't creep up, don't let your legs straighten. Excellent. Woohoo! Definitely going to deserve a big, healthy, lovely breakfast. Woohoo! Nice. Over. Keep going. hope you didn't think this was going to be easy. Okay. And last two. 1 and 2. Each side. Right, okay, straighten the legs. Now keep the left foot pointing out to the left, the right foot pointing forwards. Really stick straight legs and just gently slide to the left as you lift the right arm up. And just gently gaze up to the sky. Feel the shoulders lining up. Really nice. Triangle pose. So imagining the hand at the top is the top of the triangle, the feet are the corners. Okay. Up. Your left hand touches the backs of the knuckle just touches the lower back, and just allow this arm to push all the way over, stretching out the side of your body. Swap sides. So we're just going to go the other way now. Bump the hips out to the left, slide the hand down, and we let the left hand come up. Triangle on the other side. So it does not matter if you're on your knee or your thigh or your ankle, wherever you're at, just make sure you are not in pain. Stop if you ever feel something is too much. Okay, and then come back. The right hand knuckles go to the base of the spine and lean for a final big stretch, and really using your core strength here. Come back all the way up. Brilliant. Now, my next one, what was it that I was going to have for you? Yes, we're going to walk down into a plank position to start with, and this is quite challenging. I'll do it from the side. I'm going to need to be on the grass. So we go into the dog, you let your right leg lift, and then you swing down into a plank and let this leg come out to the side as you go into a side plank like that, and then you return to the dog and do the other side. So your left leg lifts, come down to plank, side plank, lift. It's challenging. Okay, so we go other side. Right leg high, plank, side plank, leg lift. Falling triangle, left side, up, plank, side plank, leg kick, back to the other side. Keeping your balance, leg lifts, plank, side plank, woo, back, other side, left leg lifts, plank, hair in the mouth, lift. Challenging. Couple more. Plank on. Other side now. Come on my left leg, plank, back. Oh no, I was on my right leg. Oh, doesn't matter. Now we're on the left. Side, right side, side plank, lift, back. So just everybody drop down to the knees, drop down to the belly. Just rest, head on hands. And just allow your body to melt into the ground for a second. Just going to check what else I had in mind for you today. Oh yes, some floor work. Great. So if you just come onto your backs, and we'll go into a little Navasana position to start with. So bringing your knees into the chest. Now I hope this doesn't trigger the giggling, but this is called the wind relieving pose. So I'll just leave that with you. So I hope you haven't eaten anything. You're supposed to not do yoga for 4 hours after you've eaten, just for future reference. So rocking left, rocking right, in this wind relieving pose. I think you can see why. And pulling those knees in, rock left, rock right. Nice. And then we're just going to allow the hands to come down and let your legs move to the left and the right. The toes aren't touching the floor, they're just hovering. And this is lovely for your lats, the trapezium. Actually, a lot of core strength too. Okay, now obviously everybody is different and it may not be possible for everyone to do this. just swing up into this boat shape. So you're creating like a boat shape. Ideally you want your legs straight, chest pops forwards, you gaze up, your arms are like creating the side of the boat. We call it the Navasana. And we're going to swing arms down into this plow position. So you be very careful, don't make any sudden movements, especially not with your neck or anything. So you just do your own thing and focus. We go to here, balance, takes a lot of focus, this one. So you're balancing on your sacrum joint and then back into a little plow pose. So you're just stretching out the lovely muscles of your back here. And you can do it as fast or as slow as you like. And pause. Don't forget you can bend the legs to make it easier. Hands down, leg kick, back, here, hands down, back, here. Here we go. Whoa. Really using those tummy muscles. Back, plow, boat, plow, boat. Whoop, lost my balance. Now plow. Now boat. Okay, keep going. Let's do 2 more. Wow. Okay, now just let yourself rock back. Feet touch the floor. Bring the feet together and your knees flip apart. Palms face upwards. You can actually have one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Take some breaths here. So you can really physically feel the rising and the falling of your chest, a very physical breath. Tuning into yourself. So try and still the mind. Pause, sets you up for the day. Just letting your knees start with every out breath. You're perhaps imagining your knees getting closer and closer to the floor. Right, just push yourself back up, resting the backs of your hands on your knees, pulling up straight through the crown, so nice lovely straight spine. Big deep breath in, deep breath out. One more time, we'll take the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. Namaste. Just wanted to let you know that Namaste means the good in me salutes the good in you. So there's lots of different interpretations of it, but that's the one I go with. So always be prepared and always do your yoga.